What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Apparently you guys are really enjoying the 15-minute series, so we're gonna be continuing with that. Today's request is by, and they're requesting several things, namely shoulder mobility for flexion and extension, a back bending routine, a lumbar spine routine, a back strengthening routine, and also how to fix forward rounded shoulder. So I thought, why not putting it together all into a single routine, since all of them really share the same attributes. We want to strengthen our posterior chain, basically our back muscles, so we can bring and keep our shoulders back and down for a good posture. And that is basically a back bending routine, strengthening the back side of our body. And every back bending involves a shoulder flexion as well as shoulder extension, and working on our shoulder mobility will improve that rounded shoulder. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So whether you want to improve your overall posture, or you want to improve your shoulder flexion for handstand, or your shoulder extension for V-sit, or improving thoracic extension and shoulder flexion to get deeper back bends such as wheel and hollow backs, this routine will got you covered. It's for absolutely all levels. If you are a complete beginner, I'm just going to recommend that you have a pair of yoga blocks handy to modify some positions, as well as checking the easier variation that we're going to be putting up here. With that being said, I'm going to announce the winners from last video giveaway before we get into the routine, and those are going to be Omkar Thankar, Ninja Saga, and Kunal Sharma. You guys just won 3 months for free as a premium membership to the SM Academy, full access to entire library of courses, workout programs, our individual moves so you can create your own workouts, our HIIT section, our mindfulness section, our calisthenics skills sections, our mobility and flexibility protocol section, our hybrid home workout experience so you can work out at home, and basically everything that is the SM Academy. Remember that we post every Thursday at 12 p.m. EST, and if you come in within the first 60 minutes of the video, you get a chance to win some SM free memberships. With that being said, I'll see you in the video. Alright, family, let's begin in a kneeling position. You can face the front of your mat. Sit down in your heels, open your knees just a slightly bit. Sit up with a tall spine. Place your hands on your laps. Roll your shoulders up, first shrugging towards the ears and then roll them back. Notice how it feels when you roll them back. Stay there for a second. Keep reaching the crown of the head up. Maybe allow your eyes to close to feel the movement. Let's repeat that one more time, ideally with your eyes closed. Bring your shoulders up, shrug them up towards your ears and release them down. Let's keep going with the motion. Forward, up, and back, and release them there. And now see how it feels. Try to retract your shoulders, so bring the shoulders back. Imagine you have a pencil or a coin in the middle of your upper back and you want to squeeze that. Not so crazy, but simply a small activation. And release. You can open your eyes, bring both hands to the back of your head. When you're doing some kneeling cat-cows, take a deep inhale, send the elbows back, open through the chest, arch your entire spine, and exhale, round, elbows to touch. Pull the belly button up to the spine. Inhale, elbows back, open through the chest, and exhale, round. Let's go 3 more at your own pace. Inhaling as you expand, and exhaling as you round and collapse. Last one. Release back to center. Bring both hands back. You can put the fingers facing to the outside, or you can create more external rotation by bringing the fingers facing back, whichever feels more comfortable to you. From here, we're just gonna do some hip extension, activating a bit on the glutes and the posterior chain. First thing is rotate the shoulders to the outside, so external rotation. Depress the shoulders down and retract the shoulders, again the motion that we just did. Then inhale as you push the hips forward as much as you can. Send the chest up and back. Hold it for 1, 2, release down. Let's go for 5 of those. Inhaling as you go up, holding your breath at the top, and then exhaling, lowering down. Let's go 6 more. Actually 3 more only. We're only warming up, so 3, 2, 1. Try to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Send the hips up, engage your glutes, create hip extension. Bring the right foot, the right hand to your right ankle. If this is too intense to get, you can place a block or you can be on dorsiflex. Maybe demonstrate on dorsiflex, grab the right ankle, inhale and open through the left side body, but we're expanding back. Then inhale back to center, grab the opposite ankle with the opposite hand, inhale right arm back, and keep going between these two motions, inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you go forward, moving at your own pace. There's no right or wrong, as long as you're moving with your breath and slow and control, and with good form, of course, you're doing this right. Last one on each side, really sending the chest up, really open the shoulder into flexion as much as possible. The other side. And release down. Send your butt towards your heels. Bring your knees back to adjust your stand. Maybe going for poopy pose. Now opening the shoulder into flexion. Begin walking your hands forward into kind of a child's pose. As you see, my hips are back. To intensify this position, we're gonna be open the shoulders right here. If this isn't enough for you, you can stay here. Now, if you wanna intensify, simply walk the hands forward. The more my hips are on top of my knees, the more intense this is going to be. Find the position for you. Extend, rotate the shoulders so the eye of the bicep is ideally facing each other or facing up, so the elbow is facing down. Then melt the chest down as much as you can. Hold it here for about 10 seconds. Feel the position first. Feel the stretch on the pec, on the lats, on the opening of the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna be moving from active poopy into passive poopy. Active would be rounding our spine, compressing our core and pushing the ground away, creating some activation in our serratus and our core, and then we exhale or we inhale as we open up. So let's move through those positions 5 times. Exhale, round. Inhale, relax. 4 more. Last 3. And last 1. Exhale to round. Inhale to relax. And then exhale there, relax. You can walk your hands slightly forward. You can get out of your fingertips and get deeper into the stretch. We're gonna be holding this for 30 seconds. If you wanna open your throat, maybe it helps you with the throat chakra, you can release the chin on your mat. You can also release your forehead if it's too intense. If you feel it way too intense, simply bring your hands back so you can relax into the stretch. About 10 more seconds here. Or if you want more, you simply walk your hands forward. Slowly begin to bring your hands towards you. Bring your shoulders up and down. Little rolls, just 5 times at your own pace back. And then 5 times forward, just to release some pressure on the shoulders. Bring your hands forward and release down into your belly, lower down into your belly. We're gonna be engaging the posterior chain with doing some active mobility instead of passive to really activate your rhomboids, all your traps, and all your posterior chain. So bring your hands behind your head or in front for a more advanced variation. When I do advanced variation, you can do the easier one right here. First thing that I want you to do is keep a small posterior pelvic tilt so your glutes are engaged. And as you inhale, we're going to rise, hold for like 2 seconds, and then come down. So let's go for 10 of those. Inhale, up, and down. 1, let's go for 9 more. This is number 5. go for 5 more of those. 6, hold for 1, 2, down, up, 1, 2, down, up, 1, 2, down, up, 1, 2, down, last one, up, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, really set it down, put one forearm across to the other forearm for crocodile pose so we can rest a tiny bit. If you feel any pressure on your lumbar spine, please do not lift as high and make sure that your glutes are engaged so you can protect your lumbar spine with a small contraction on the front side of your core. We're gonna be going again for those lifts, but now we're gonna be involving our lumbar spine, so you need to be even more extra careful with that. We're gonna be lifting our lower body as well as our upper body. Again, hands forward, more intense, hands behind your head, a little bit more easier. Also straddle, a little bit easier, full, a little bit harder. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, lift up, lift back, glutes are engaged, hamstring engaged, hold it for 1, 2, release down, let's go for 9 more of those. Up, exhale down, 2, up, 1, 2, release down, 4, 5, 6, trying to create external rotation with the shoulders, getting them away from your ears. I think this is 6 or 7. Let's keep it on 6, 7, down, 8, 1, 2, down, 9, 1, 2, down, last one, stay with me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Cross opposite forearms as you did before and look towards the other side. Just a small little break. You might find some movement or you might find some stillness. Whichever your body is asking you to do today, allow that to be. Next position is going to be bow pose. We're gonna bring our arms and our shoulders into full extension. We're gonna grab, and we're also gonna be creating that back bend position, really opening through the shoulder. This is amazing for those rounded shoulder position, and also to work on the shoulder extension mobility. Grab the right hand first, and grab the inside of your foot, ideally. So again, we create that external rotation, that healthy rotation of the shoulder. Then we bring the other one from the inside. From here, you can grab the top of the feet or your ankles, whichever you prefer. I'm gonna grab my ankles for this one. First, lift the chest, so retract the shoulder blades, really open through the chest. We lift up in 3, 2, 1, press the feet into the hands, hands into the feet. Lift your chest up and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down, set it down, bring both hands in front of you. Only 5 seconds here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do another round of those. I'm gonna do the other version so you guys can see the difference. I'm gonna grabbing it on the top. Again, retract the shoulder blades, depress the shoulders, engage the upper back muscles, lift through the chest in 3, 2, 1. Press the feet into the hands, hands into the feet, and lift as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, stay with me, 3, stay with me, 2, 1, and slowly release down. Push yourself up into plank position, bring both knees in. We're gonna set up now for camel pose, another position that we're gonna create that extension on the shoulder joint. Lift your hips into hip extension. Plantar flex harder, dorsiflex easier, or you can place some blocks like the variation up here if you wanna make it even easier. So you can really focus on the extension of the upper spine and you don't collapse back into your lumbar spine. Whichever position, adjust your hands, grabbing your ankles, either on dorsiflex, plantar flex, or on the blocks. From here, inhale, lift your chest, activate your glutes and drive the hips forward into hip extension. Retract the shoulders and really open through the shoulders and the chest. Chest is going up and back, and hold it for 10, 9, 8, you can relax the neck if you like, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep opening the chest, keep sending the hips forward, 3, 2, 1, and release down, release one hand, release the other one, sit back on your butt, bring the feet forward towards you and lay down in your back. Last position I'm gonna be doing is gonna be wheel pose. So that last position was in shoulder extension. Now we're gonna be working on that shoulder flexion. We're gonna be going for wheel pose. I'm gonna be putting an overshot right now so you guys can see the position. We're back. If that position is not accessible to you, you're gonna be doing bridge pose, which is going to be this one. So choose your position accordingly, only one round of either or. If you're setting up for wheel, which is the one that I'm gonna be going to, hands next to your ears. If you're setting up for bridge, hands behind you. We begin in 3, 2, 1, push the ground away, lift your hips both in bridge and in wheel, open the chest up and back, both in wheel and in bridge, and hold it for 10 seconds. If you're in wheel, you can do little pulses and work on extending the legs forward in front of you. Stay with me. Push the ground away as much as you can. If you're in bridge, keep pressing the mat with your forearms. Stay here. Last 10 seconds. Stay with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down. Head first, upper back then, and then lumbar spine. Last, bring both knees in, feet to the corners or to the edges of your mat to neutralize our spine before our final twist and final relaxation for today. Return back to your breathing. Return back to your body. Bring both knees into your chest. Extend the left leg completely straight in front of you. Grab the left knee and bring it over towards the left and bring the right arm across. I'm going to do this time with a 90-90 position, so we really open a little bit more into the pec area on the right side. I'll be holding here for about 15 seconds. Allow your body to relax and to cool down after the practice. Even though we're working on mobility and flexibility, it can become pretty intense, especially when we're talking about back bends. So try to feel that, whatever your body is allowing you to feel. Inhale back to center. Bring the left knee towards you, extend the right leg in front of you, bring it over towards the right, extend the left arm in a 90-90 position, and allow gravity to do its work. Slowly come back to center. Bring both knees towards you. Give yourself a nice hug. Be proud of you for making it this far into the practice. Once again, whatever happened in today's practice, allow to feel that. It's there for a reason. It's there to teach you something. Back bendings tend to give us a lot of emotions and release of emotions. Allow them to be there. And however you did in today's practice, doesn't truly matter. You put in the time, you put in the effort, and that's what truly counts at the end of the day. You can release both legs and relax in Shavasana. You can also push yourself up and meditate in a seated position. I'm gonna say goodbye to the camera. Thank you guys so much for doing this routine with me. for allowing me to share my practice and for sharing your practice with me. If you enjoy this type of routine, give it a like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Let us know down below what else we would like to see on this 15-minute series. You like to see more mobility stuff, more calisthenics stuff? Would you like us to come back to the bars and do some more bars stuff? We haven't done that just because I know many of you guys are in lockdown and we don't want to touch rings or bars or dumbbells or any equipment. But if you guys want that, please do it in the comment section down below and we'll make sure to do that. With that being said, I will see you all next week. Much love. Whew. That was easy. Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, it was easy. I mean,
if you're flexible, right? If you're flexible, right?
It's possible. Subscribe, we love you.